lines into halves, fourths, and eighths. First, we're going to start with halves. And before we start dividing our number line into halves, we're going to first figure out what our midway point is. Luckily for us, since we are dividing into halves, then between 0 and 1, it's not going to be difficult for us to find our midway point, which will be our halfway marker. So from 0 to 1, I want to find the midway point, which would be our benchmark fraction of 1/2. So I am going to plot it here. And so both sides represent 1/2. This represents a half, and this side represents a half. So from 0 to 1/2 is half of my number line, half of my whole, which represents 1. From 1/2 to 1, here to here, represents another half of my number line, okay? 1/2 plus another half is equal to 1 whole. 1/2 plus 1/2 is equal to 2 halves. Okay? When my fractions have the same denominator, and my denominator is 2, they have like denominators, all I'm doing is going to add my numerators, okay? And so my numerators are 1 and 1, which I just said gives us 2 halves, which is equivalent to 1 whole. Whenever the numerators and the denominators are the same, it equals 1 whole, okay? So now we are going to divide another number line into fourths. Keep in mind, we're going to use the same strategies that we did when we divided our first number line into halves, okay? So we're going to need to find the midway point first, again, which will be here. And really, all I'm doing is dividing my halfway points, or my half markers, into smaller pieces, into smaller portions, okay? And you're going to see this in just a second. So from 0 to 1/2, I want to divide that into half. I want to make that smaller, so I'm going to put a marker here. And from 1/2 to 1, I want to make that smaller, so I'm going to put a marker here. So now you can see I have partitioned my number line into fourths, and all I did was divided my number line into half, and then I divided it into half again, okay? So I started with the whole, I divided it into half, and now I'm dividing it into smaller pieces, okay? Because remember, from here to here represents 1/2. Well, now that I've made my pieces smaller, my parts on my number line smaller, they represent fourths, okay? And you're going to see a fraction that's equivalent to 1/2. So my first fractional part on my number line is 1/4. The next part is 2/4. The next is 3/4. And then, of course, we have 4/4, which again is equivalent to what? If you said 1 whole, you're correct. So now, let's look at what my fourths look like. Here is my halfway part, okay? And now, from here to here is 1/4 of my number line. You should see, looking at this number line, that 1/2 is greater than 1/4. So right here is a very good example, a very good visual of you being able to see which fraction is the greater fraction, the half or the fourth, okay? And as you can see, 1/2 has a bigger area or bigger piece than 1/4, okay? We're going to use the same exact strategy to do what? If you guessed, divide it into eighths, you are correct. You you should see a pattern as well, okay? We started with halves, and look at your denominator, 2. Now we're at fourths. Look at your denominator, 4. You should see now that half of 4 is 2, right? Okay, so half of 8 is what? 4. Exactly. So we're going to first find our midpoint on our number line. And you're going to find another fraction that is equal to the same as 1/2. Okay, so now I am going to divide my number line into fourths before I do eighths. And I'm going to show you why, because it's going to make it very easier for you to put your points on your number line. So again, from 0 to 1/2, we're going to place a marker here. And then from 1/2 to 1, we're going to place a marker here. Now all I'm doing is making my fourths into even smaller pieces. That's all I'm doing, okay? So I started with 1/2, right? Then I divided my halves into fourths, which are smaller than halves. And now I'm dividing my halves into another half to make smaller pieces for eighths, okay? So it looks like this. So between 0 and 1/4, I'm going to make it small. I'm going to put my halfway marker here. Between 1/4 and 2/4, place my marker here. And the reason why I'm saying 2/4 is because these numbers right here, when I divided it into fourths, those were the fractional parts. Okay, so I'll write it at the bottom so you can see. And this was 2/4 and 3/4. So all I'm doing now is dividing those fourths into smaller pieces, which is going to give me eighths, okay? So from when I was at 1/2, so from 1/2 to 3/4, I can make that smaller and put a marker here for to divide it into half. And then from 3/4 to 1, I'm going to place a marker here to divide that into halves. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and label my fractional parts on the number line. Remember, I should have 8 pieces now, 8 parts, okay? Because what did I do? I started with half again. I divided my half pieces into fourths to make them smaller. And now I am dividing my fourths into half to make smaller pieces, which are going to be eighths, okay? So my first marker is 1/8. And then I have 2/8. So you should see another fraction. You see some equivalent fractions here. 1/8 is equivalent to, 2/8 is equivalent to 1/4. I have 3/8. And I have 4/8 here. Well, wow. I see that 1/2, 2/4, and 4/8, they're all the same. They're all equal. And you'll learn more about equivalent fractions. Okay? 5/8, 6/8. Wow, here's another equivalent fraction. 7/8, 8/8. Okay, so all we've done is divided our halves into smaller pieces, which are fourths, and we divided our fourths into smaller pieces, which are eighths. Okay, and you can also see some benchmark fractions here that are equal to one another, which we'll learn more about